I spoke with Yeonmi Park about 3 weeks ago. She wrote In Order to Live. Now, she wrote In Order to Live because she had a horrendous life. Her book ends in 2015. So I asked her what she had been doing since 2015. She went to Columbia to take a humanities degree. I thought that was quite remarkable. You had this young woman who was raised under the most horrifying totalitarian conditions. Well, not the most, because that's a deep hellhole, but bad enough. And then was a slave in China along with her mother, and managed to get to South Korea, and then did all her pre-university education basically in 1 year, virtually hospitalized herself with effort. During that time, she read Animal Farm by George Orwell, and that motivated her to write. And then she went to university in South Korea, which is no joke. It's a very competitive place. Then she went to Columbia to take a humanities degree, which in her words was part of her father's wish that she become educated. And so she went to this stellar institution in the center of what's arguably the greatest city on earth to pursue the spark that had been lit in her by Orwell, let's say, and by her introduction to freedom. And I said, well, how was it at Columbia? And she said, it was a complete waste of time and money. She's a reasonable person. She's not actually prone to statements like that. It quite surprised me. And I said, surely that can't be the case. That's a damning global statement. You must have had one professor, one course that spoke to you. And she said, well, there was a human biology course where I studied evolution, but even it got politically correct by the end. And I felt that I was never able to say anything. And I pushed her, and she was adamant that it was a catastrophe going to Columbia, and that she felt, I hope I'm not exaggerating this, but I do believe that this is what she was attempting to put forward. She didn't feel any freer in her speech and actions at Columbia than she did in bloody North Korea. I wasn't dancing with glee hearing that my prognostications about political correctness in universities had manifested themselves. It's terribly shocking to me and terribly saddening that that's actually the case.